各位觀眾，又係大中華攝影學會呈獻照片天下嘅節目。今日咧，我哋好榮幸咧請到從英國特意遠道而嚟參加我哋一系列嘅節目嘅英國皇家攝影學會嘅會長 Rosemary Wilman. Welcome to Hong Kong.
Thank you, Joseph. It's a pleasure to be here, and thank you for inviting me.
How much you like our Hong Kong cadenza?
I've really enjoyed the 2 nights that we've had so far. It's been really exciting to see the pictures along with live music, which is something new for me. The first evening was very interesting to hear traditional Chinese music with the orchestra and some wonderful photography that the Greater China Photographic Society have put together with it. It was also wonderful to see a large audience, including many young people, on both evenings. Last night was quite different in many ways. The music was more modern, as I viewed it for Chinese music, but very interesting. A number of the composers were there, and there was one world premiere. I was intrigued by the older pictures of the old Hong Kong airport.
And also the new pictures.
And the new pictures, but I like the old ones as well, showing the planes really close to the buildings.
Yeah.
They're wonderful pictures there. And so I enjoyed that. And I think my other favourite was the Wong Tai Sin.
Yeah.
With
the temples.
With the temples, and there was a lot of movement in the photography.
How
and
do
it was
you like
some
the
beautiful
music? Because the music is Chinese music, but I think it's not so classical. Huh?
It wasn't so classical last night, was it? I was talking to Julia about the music, and that's what she was saying. She was saying that as well. Whether everybody liked the music as much, I don't know, but I certainly found it very refreshing and interesting, and I enjoyed both styles of music.
Quite modern.
I enjoyed both styles, so I'm intrigued to know what the music is like tonight, Joseph.
Tonight, let's take a look, huh?
Yes.
And what do you find the exhibition of Mr. Lü Homing about Chairman Mao?
I thought that was a very interesting exhibition, obviously showing very important areas of Chinese history, showing him at work and at leisure, and they were just a marvellous set of pictures. He is also a wonderful man. Although I can't speak his language, he is such a wonderful person. Yes.
Now he is 80-something.
He's
Very
over
active.
80, and he is so active. It's wonderful. And the other thing which was very good was to have the exhibition of the students' work alongside. And I said at the time, I was really impressed by some of the seeing that those students have.
Yes.
And also the quality of the prints was really superb. And for those pupils to have that...
You know, they only take 6 lessons.
Really?
From our Greater China Photographic Society.
Wow, they've done incredibly well. And also, they are so lucky or privileged to have that exhibition of Mr. Lau's there.
Yeah, in connection with
in
Mr.
the
Lui.
school. I mean, yes, it is just unbelievable for them to have that.
Such a great honor.
Absolutely, yes, yes.
How do you find our future exhibition site, gallery, and this?
It's a very big project, but it's very, very exciting. And you're going to have lots of space, and with the 3 aspects of it, I just think it's wonderful. I think it's... I really would love to see it when it's finished, but it's
certainly you are invited.
It's going to take. Well, I wasn't asking for an invitation, but it's going to take a lot of work to achieve it. But you're going to have something very, very special.
Yeah, we
when it's
expected
done.
to have it finished by 2012.
Yes, 2012. Yes, yes.
The day you are coming, arrive Hong Kong is 7:10.
Yes.
And the day you finish, when you return to the hotel, is 12:30.
It was indeed. It was a very long day, that first day.
So, I do believe you are tired, but what do you feel?
I do feel quite tired, but I'm very much enjoying the visit, and we've packed a lot in, certainly so far, Joseph. And I did get out for half an hour this morning to walk around the convention centre and take a few pictures.
Yes, good.
And Andrew has just taken us down to the main ferry, so I was taking some pictures of your finance building, and with a really wide angle.
And how about our
office premises? And out to the harbour to the office. Yes, yes.
Rosemary, how are you going on?
I'm enjoying myself. We've just had some lovely light up here.
Rosemary, how much you like Hong Kong?
I like Hong Kong a lot. I'm finding it a very exciting place to be, and I'm enjoying taking pictures up here tonight. The light is more or less gone now, but it was beautiful on these tall towers and looking across to the harbour, and fascinating. I don't think I've seen a city with so many tall buildings so close together, but it does make it really exciting. Okay, it's lovely to be up amongst the trees as well and have the green view in the background of the buildings as well. And I really enjoyed last night when we were down on the waterfront, and I was able to photograph the lights. So that's another wonderful opportunity, looking across the water after the concert. I'm looking forward to the concert, another concert tonight, when I understand we've got some music written specially for the pictures that we're going to see alongside that music. And I think that's going to be really exciting as well. Last night we went to different parts of Hong Kong with pictures and music that went together with it. Some were very quiet and some were really quite exciting and fast. I particularly enjoyed the horse racing and the really colourful ones around the streets. And then also the quiet landscapes, more landscape type pictures. It was really a very exciting mix of music and pictures. I found the music last night really interesting. The instruments were quite different to what we have in an orchestra in England.
Because that is a Chinese orchestra.
It is a Chinese orchestra, but I found it very exciting listening to those. And I'm not familiar with Chinese music, but I very much enjoyed listening to it last night. I've never heard a Chinese orchestra or seen one, and I found the instruments, it was interesting to see what they were playing. Not in a way dissimilar from England, but it was very interesting, particularly the percussion. And there was some very exciting use of percussion with some wind rushing, and it really fitted with the music, with the pictures beautifully.
So did you find the music and the photograph can mix up together?
I thought they mixed very well indeed. And it was, again, I've never seen it done with, I've seen pictures and music, but never with live music and an orchestra. And I thought that was a very good idea, and it worked really well. It must have been a lot of work.
Yes.
To put together those pictures, find the
We
right
spent
pictures
several months.
that worked. And all the photographers that took part done an exceptionally good job with the photography. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what's going to happen tonight.
Is there any difference between British photographer and Hong Kong photographer? Is there any cultural difference?
I think there are cultural differences from what I've seen of the photography last night, for example, and what I've seen in the UK. You really love using the colours really boldly, and that is quite exciting and very often different. In England, we sometimes use very bold colours, but we also perhaps use more subtle colours more often and more subtle styles of photography. But equally, each photographer is different, whether you're in the East or the West. There, I'm sure, are bits that are much more similar.
It depends on the situation.
It depends on the situation. I think there are times when we might take very similar pictures and other times when we would take very different pictures.